Hey everybody, this is Adam T. Bacon, and today I'm going to be doing a long-term review of the Striiv Fusion smartwatch. So, to begin, I'd like to just say that I have had this since about December, and it is now, August. So, I've had it for like 9 months or so. I've really enjoyed it. I did have some issues with it at first, but once I had those resolved, it's a great little watch for the money. So I'm going to take it off here. So Striiv Fusion, I got this off of Stack Social back around Black Friday, a little after Black Friday, for like 55 bucks. You can buy these now, I believe, on Amazon or at Best Buy for $80. They used to be $100, and then they discounted them. I think they are working on some new ones. The thing about the Striiv Fusion, it's a very basic smartwatch, very basic features, which I'll explain in a little bit here. It kind of competes with a Fitbit. It's very, very basic. But if you like something that's easy to use, very basic, not a new phone on your hand, then this is probably what you'd like to get for the money. It's a really good deal. There aren't many good reviews or videos on this, so I figured I might as well make one. So the Striiv Fusion comes with interchangeable wristbands. It's got a magnetic charging connector, which I'll show you here in a bit, and it uses a micro USB cable with that charging connector to charge the device. I'll give you some basic specs. I get like 2 days of battery life at the minimum, and like 3 to 4 days at the most. It's usually around 3 on average, which is pretty good considering the features that it's got. So you double tap to wake it. Sometimes it doesn't work. There we go. See, it's 12:23. And then you swipe across. You can get your steps. You get your distance traveled. You get your calories burned. This is just because it's early today. Let's see, activity time. It's hard for me to do this when I'm not using it. Come on. Alright, and then you got your apps. So you click on that. You've got your activity information, you got your sleep information, and then you've got your notifications, which I just clicked on. And then, see, I've got like an email here. You can swipe across. So, new emails, exit, whatever. You can swipe back. You got your home button to return to the main screen. You've got your music control function, and then you've got your other settings. And that's going to be all. So it's a very simple device. It's great because it's got alarm functions where it can vibrate. When you get text messages, it vibrates, tells you who's texting you. You can swipe across and see the beginning of the message. So it's great if you're driving or if you're working. You don't want to pull your phone out because it's either not appropriate for the time or it's dangerous. So it's great for that. The interchangeable bands are, decent. I've got the ones that came with were the red and the blue. I never use them because I just like the standard black. They're pretty easy to change out, actually. I did change them once, but the only thing is they don't come with this. You can see this piece here, this black ring kind of thing around it to hold the strap in place once you've got it on. They're very easy to clip on after a while. When you first get the device, the strap doesn't like to clasp together. It's very difficult to push the clasp into the holes on the strap. You should wet it down, which is, I'm sure there's other videos on it. You just wet it down a tiny bit, run it under the faucet, and it pops right on. If you do that for about a month, after that it goes on perfectly. You don't have any issues with it. And I always wear it with in the same exact holes, so it works well that way. Let's see what else. Here's the charging connector, very small. You've got your USB plug right there, and then you've got your pins for the connector, which is on the bottom of the device. So it just literally pops on like that, clips on. You got your hard reset button there if you need to reset the device. But yeah, it's very simple, very simple, very easy to use. So I'll show you me just putting it on here. So there's that. Actually, I'm putting it on backwards. So pull down your little rubber piece all the way to the bottom, because that often gets in the way. Right. It's no different than putting on a normal watch. Takes a little bit more pressure, I think, to clasp it together than a normal watch would, because usually a strap just goes through something. But it's a great device. I like to double tap. You get so used to it after using it for such a long time that if you ever wear a normal watch, you go to double tap it and you're like, why isn't it working? And you're like, oh, I'm an idiot. So yeah, it's great. It shows your time. Shows if you have an alarm set, it'll show an alarm symbol, and then it's also got the date on there. So it's very easy. You know, you can tap the body, you can tap the screen, you can actually snap twice. Let me see. Yeah, you snap twice and it'll come on. That's something I kind of discovered. So yeah, a very cool device. I did have an issue with it at first when I had it. It wouldn't charge basically, and it would only hold the charge for like 12 hours, so I knew something was wrong. I sent it in to Striiv. It cost me like $10 to ship it to them, but they took care of it for free because it has, I think, a 1 or 2 year warranty on it. I got it back, and I haven't had any issues since. So that's good. I think it was just a firmware issue at first, because I know there was other people. There were a lot of requests, maintenance requests or repair requests when I sent it in, because I had contacted their service department. But they were very friendly. It took me a few times to get through to them because I'm sure it's a small staff. It seems like they're kind of a new startup company. But yeah, if you're looking for an inexpensive option to a Fitbit or Jawbone or something like that, this is definitely a good option, because it's so much less expensive, it's simpler, the battery lasts a good amount of time, it syncs with your phone, it's got an app. Let me show you here actually. Passcode. And then, so I've got my Striiv app right there. Opens up Striiv. So it'll show you your device, shows you your steps, activity time, calories, distance, or activity time down there. And then you can also chat with anybody in the service department. They usually have like events and little activity things down there, and then you can compare to people who you are friends with on this app. So this guy must have just added me because it always compares me to him, and he always beats me for steps per day. What's nice is you can put it in sleep mode, and it'll start calculating how much time you slept. I mean, it's not super accurate because it calculates from when you set the app, and you know you're not asleep when you do that, so it's probably like 5-10 minutes off. But you know, that's not that big of a deal. It can only be so accurate. But yeah, you can set your goals for how many steps you'd like to do per day, and everything like that. So it's a very nice device, simple to use. That's basically my summary of it. Very simple, cheap, easy to use. So thanks for watching. If you guys would like to see any more reviews of anything, please comment or like or message me or anything like that. I'm very willing to, if I have it, if I have the device, I'll do a review and try to let you guys know what I think. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. See ya.